everybody. How are y'all doing? Okay, I hope y'all have enjoyed your Christmas a lot. Yes, and how about New Year? Okay, good job. So, are you taking care of yourself? Yes, washing your hands regularly if you are going out. And when you're staying home, staying hydrated. Yes, good job. All of you are looking really cute today. Yes? Okay. So now, do you all know which class is this today? Okay, so today we are going to have science class. Are you all excited for it? Yes, good job. Okay, so let me know how many of you all have attended our science class before? Yes, just give me a thumbs up so that I know. Okay, quite a few. And the others who are coming for the first time, why did you all not attend it before? Okay, never mind. You're never late, okay? So you all can start from now. Okay, did you all get your friends this time? Yes? Good job. Those who haven't, why not? When you'll go to school, you'll play with your friends, you'll attend classes with your friends, right? And you'll enjoy a lot. Similarly, in virtual class, you can do the same thing. You can attend the same classes even though you're far away from your friends. And we can enjoy all together. Yes? Okay, good job. Okay, so now tell me everybody, do you all know which science class is this? Any idea? No? Okay, so today what we are going to do is we are going to learn about atmosphere. Does anyone know what atmosphere is? Yes? No? Okay, so I can see some of you all raising your hands and saying yes, yes. Okay, so let me take you all through a video and let's see what atmosphere is. Yes, do you want to do that with me? Good job, guys. So let's go through the video once. Okay, so let me just show you the video. Give me a second, please. Okay, so is everybody ready? Okay, just to give you a little background, atmosphere is the blanket over the earth. Yes, which protects us from the ultraviolet radiations. What are ultraviolet radiations? The harmful rays of the sun, which can burn our skin, which can cause us many problems. Okay, so that layer protects us from the harmful radiations of the sun. You might have also seen many movies in which, meteors come and crash the earth. Yes, so there is another layer in the blanket itself which break down these meteors into smaller parts so that we don't get hurt. Yes, and those meteors, when they're broken into smaller parts, they burn in the atmosphere itself and they don't hit us. Yes, so we're going to learn all these things, all the different layers in the atmosphere. Okay, are you all ready for it? Let's learn it. So we'll know exactly where the airplane flies, where the satellites are. Don't you all want to know? Yes? Okay, so this is called astrophysics. Let's start with it. So astrophysics and Earth's atmosphere. Let's start? Okay, good job. So everybody, let's start. Our Earth, can you see our Earth is a rocky planet. Obviously, because it's made of rock, covered with not one, but it is wrapped in a gaseous blanket, and this blanket is known as atmosphere. Yes, can you see these layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever's there outside that is also a blanket. So when you have such thick cushioning, you can think it as a cushioning. Okay, so when you have such thick cushioning, what's going to happen? It's going to protect the earth, right? Even though earth is rocky, when meteors hit the earth, we do get a dent. Like when cars crash, we get a dent. Similarly, when meteors fall, we do get dents. right? So Earth is a rocky planet which is covered with a layer or a blanket of gases which is known as atmosphere. Yes, and this is also the reason why we have life on Earth. Yes, let's continue. So this layer, what does it do? It provide this layer, this blanket forms the atmosphere, and this atmosphere has made it possible for life on Earth. Yes, so we should be very thankful for this blanket and for all the life that's there on Earth which it provides. Okay, clear everybody? Okay, let's go ahead now. Can you see these planets? Yes, so this is our sun. Okay, can you see this huge ball which is red in color? So this ball of fire is the sun. Okay, and now what does sun do? It, yes, it imparts light and it imparts heat. Very good, everybody. So when it imparts heat and light, what's going to happen? The closest planet are going to experience extremes of temperature and immense heat. Do we face immense heat? Do we burn? No, right? We do have a lot of heat. Everyone's like, ma'am, but there's a lot of heat. I don't like heat. Yes, we do face a lot of heat, but still, it's not that much that's going to burn us. Okay, so Earth is positioned in the entire solar system in a manner that it's going to experience just the right amount of heat and cold. Yes, we do experience zero temperature, we do experience snowfall, that's right, but it's not as bad as, say, the planets which are going to experience heat, which is to the closest to the sun. Which is the planet closest to the sun? Mercury, right? Mercury has a lot of heat that it faces. And which is the farthest planet? Neptune. It experiences immense cold. So Earth is just positioned right to experience the exact, like the most appropriate amount of heat and cold. Yes? Okay, let's go ahead. And that's why this, since it has the perfect temperature, the perfect climate, it makes life possible on Earth. Yes? Did everyone get that? Okay, very good. Now let's understand a little more. Okay, now our atmosphere is made up of various gases, right? So the one which is maximum in the atmosphere is called nitrogen. N2 is called nitrogen, which is 78% in the atmosphere. Next we have oxygen, which is 21%. Why is oxygen important? We breathe it, and what happens? Plants impart it, correct? If there was no oxygen, do you think life on Earth would be possible? No, right? You would not be able to breathe it. If you don't breathe it, how will you live? Yes. Next is argon, which is Ar, which is 0.93%, and carbon dioxide, which is CO2, which is 0.04%. And what's next? We have various other gases, okay, like that are 0. All those gases mixed together only 0.03%. Okay, but still they are very important. Okay, so there is no gas which is not important. Okay, every gas, even though they are very little, every gas plays a very important role, so we cannot neglect any gas. But which is the one which is there in abundance in the atmosphere? Nitrogen, N2, that is 78%. Which gas is necessary to sustain life on Earth? Oxygen, which is O2, which is 21%. Will everyone remember that? Good job, everybody. Okay, let's go ahead. Very good. So now, you all know atmosphere also protects us. Now this cushioning, it protect. Can you see how those beams are coming and getting reflected back? Yes, they touch the blanket and they go back. So what is it doing? It is protecting us from the harmful radiation and heat of the sun. Yes. So now sun imparts heat and light. Okay. Now, like I told you all, UV radiation. Remember what is UV radiation? ultraviolet radiation. Some of it can be good, some of it can be bad. So what does the blanket do? It reflects back all the harmful ultraviolet radiation and heat, and only absorbs in the atmosphere the good amount of heat and UV radiation. There may be chances that a few bad ultraviolet radiations do come into the atmosphere, but most of them are reflected back. Okay? Did you understand this? Good job, everybody. Now, if this blanket would have not been there, you know what would have happened? Since this blanket is stopping the ultraviolet radiations, the bad ultraviolet radiations from entering it by acting as a protective blanket, you know, it is preventing the atmosphere from being too hot and too cold at the same time. Okay, so if this blanket would have not been there, what would have happened? We would have experienced extremes of temperature, you know, like very hot and very cold. As a result, there would be no life on earth. Or even if there would have been life on earth, because of the gases which are there, we would have faced so extremes of temperature that it would have been very difficult for us to sustain ourselves. Yes, what do you mean by sustain? To live on earth. Because can you bear a lot of heat? It would be like someone's put you on the stove. Do you want to burn like we burn food? No, right? And freeze like the water in the freezer? No, right? Exactly. So this atmosphere acts as a blanket. It wraps the earth like we wrap everything in a gift wrapping paper and protect it and make it decorative. So this acts as a blanket and it protects us from the harmful ultraviolet radiation and heat, which in turn, what it does, it manages the temperature. It neither becomes too hot nor too cold. So it is absolutely perfect to sustain life on Earth. Yes? Everyone clear? Good job. Let's go ahead. Okay, now can you see this? What just happened? Why is it so dark? Okay, so now we can see blue sky, but the sky is not actually blue. Now, okay, the sky may be blue, but what is this black thing? This black thing is called the universe. The universe is black in color. Okay, so now what happens is it provides us with all the weather. Okay, now this is acting as a cushion and protecting us from everything in the universe. So now can you see the clouds? Yes. So this also provides us with our clouds, with our weather, and with the water vapor, with the temperature. Can you see it provides us with the clouds, the water vapor, the temperature, the various gases, especially oxygen that we breathe? Yes. So can you see atmosphere provides us with so many things? It provides us with weather. It provides us with water vapor. Why is water vapor important? For rainfall. Then it provides us with temperature, neither too hot nor too cold. It provides us with various gases, especially oxygen that we breathe. So now do you all know how important is this blanket of atmosphere for Earth? Yes? Everybody is clear with that? So let's do a recap. Okay, Earth is wrapped in a blanket of gases. Can you see this? These lines, they act as a blanket of gases. And what does it do? It helps in sustaining life on Earth. Yes, why? Because Earth is placed in a manner which is just perfect. It's neither too hot nor too cold. Yes, and what does the blanket provide us with? It provides us with weather, water vapor, temperature, and oxygen. Why is oxygen important? Because yes, you're right. Good job. For life on Earth. Good job. Which is the gas which is present in abundance in the atmosphere? Nitrogen. Good job. Okay. And how does the blanket protect us from the ultraviolet radiation. So since it's wrapped the earth, okay, the earth, which is a rocky planet, it reflects all the ultraviolet radiations back into the atmosphere and only absorbs the good UV rays and heat. Yes, and manages the temperature of the earth perfectly. Yes, is everyone clear with it? Good job, guys. So I think now we should take a break over here. So just to check whether you'll have understood properly or no, let's have a quiz. It's going to be extremely easy. Okay, just remember, how is the atmosphere protecting us? What is the atmosphere? What does it do for us? Okay, so let's take a break over here and let's go and attempt the quiz. So what are we going to do? We are going to post the link for the quiz in the chat section and in the comment section on YouTube. All you need to do is click on the link and start your quiz. Yes, is everyone ready to attempt the quiz? Good job, guys. So I'll just give you 2 minutes and let's get back and understand more about atmosphere. And we have some magic ahead. Yes, do you want to know about it? We will do that. So let's get started. So once you're completed, just start giving me a thumbs up so that I know. Yes? Okay, good job, guys. Okay, so I can see most of y'all have started with your quiz. That's very good. Let's see who's going to top the quiz now. Who's going to top? Who's going to be first in the scoreboard? Yes, I hope y'all understood it properly. It's interesting, isn't it? Now, whatever's going to come ahead is going to be more interesting. So stay tuned for it. Yes, let's quickly complete the quiz. Okay. I can see some of y'all have already completed the quiz. That is good. Very good, guys. Good job. Okay. So for those who have completed, I can see many of y'all have completed. Just give me a thumbs up, those who have completed. Okay, good job. Okay, did you all, most of y'all, okay, very good. So let's do the quiz together. But let me ask y'all, did you all find the quiz easy or was it difficult? Easy? Good job, everybody. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's attempt the quiz together. Ready, everybody? Okay, can you all see my screen? Okay, let's get started. Let's start the game. Okay, so the first question is, which of these planets have life-sustaining atmosphere? Now, which is the only planet that helps in life, that helps to sustain life? It is, oh, the one which we stay on, right? Good job, everybody. Good job. Okay, let's look at the next one. Which of these is the major component of our atmosphere? Oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. Oxygen is necessary, but remember it's only 21% of the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is only around 0. A few percentage, like say 7%. Which is there in abundance? 78%. Nitrogen. Good job, everybody. Is it right? Yes, it is. Good job. Okay, let's look at the next one. What will happen when there is no atmosphere? Nights will be too hot? No. Nights be too hot? No. Nights will be too cold? Okay. nights and day will be equally hot. That's not possible. Days will be too cold. No. So what will we experience? Extremes of temperature. So the days are going to be extremely hot and the nights are going to be extremely cold. Yes? Okay. Good job, everybody. Okay, next one. Which of these is not a function of the atmosphere? Protection from radiation from sun? Very important. Temperature regulation? It does regulate the temperature. Formation of mountains? Did we hear about it? No. Source of breathable air? Yes, O2. So the only thing which is not a function of the atmosphere is formation of mountain. Yes? Good job, everybody. Okay. Are we going to power up? Okay, there's one last question that's left. What is atmosphere? Sum of all the clouds in the sky? No. Was that what we learned? No. Sum total of all the water on earth? Was that what we learned? No. Blanket of gas around the earth, right? It wraps the earth and it acts as a blanket of gas to protect the earth from various harmful radiations. Good job, everybody. Very good. Okay, so we are all done. Good job. Okay, so now tell me, do you all want to know more about atmosphere? Yes, we have something very interesting for you all now. Are you all ready for it? Yes? Okay, let's get started. Okay, shall we start? Okay. Now, what happens? Let's go ahead and check. Now, we saw that we have so many things. Now, let's understand how far does the atmosphere go up to. Okay, so now our atmosphere is about 100 kilometers thick and is broken down into various layers. Okay, can you all see these layers? Okay, the first is the troposphere, which extends up to 14.5 kilometers. Then is the stratosphere up to 50 kilometers, mesosphere up to 85 kilometers, thermosphere up to, like, say 90 to 500 kilometers, and beyond 500 kilometers also we have the atmosphere, which is called as the exosphere. Yes? Okay, so now let's understand each and every one in detail. Yes? Shall we do that? First is the troposphere. Now the troposphere is 14.5 kilometers. It extends up to 14.5 kilometers and is the closest to Earth. Okay, now thanks to the gravity, this is the most dense part of the layer, and it's dense, that's why it's the most protective, like the one which provides maximum cushioning. Okay, and you know what do we find over here? We find all the clouds. Okay, now the gravity protects us and we find all the clouds. Yes, is everyone clear with it? Good job. Next is the stratosphere, which is around 50 kilometers from the Earth. Okay, and guess why is this important? Because of the ozone layer. What does the ozone layer do? The ozone layer protects us from the harmful UV radiations. Remember we spoke about it? So this is the layer which reflects all the harmful radiations back. Okay, and it absorbs only the good UV rays and the heat. Clear, everybody? So it protects the earth from the harmful radiations of the sun. Next, beyond the stratosphere is the mesosphere. Okay, now the mesosphere extends up to 85 kilometers. Now, remember, M for mesosphere, M for meteors. So when the meteors enter this layer, they are broken down into smaller pieces, and when they enter the earth, they get burnt. Those smaller pieces get burnt. As a result, they don't hit the earth and we don't get hurt. Clear? Okay, next is the thermosphere. Now, how many of y'all like watching TV? How many of y'all like watching cartoons on YouTube? Yes? Or like using phones? How is that all possible? With the help of something called satellite. Yes. Now, if we keep the satellite in the first layer, that is troposphere, when the planes are flying, won't they crash the satellite? Yes. In the second layer, because of the UV radiations which are getting distorted or which are being reflected and all, won't they affect the satellite? Third layer breaks the meteors down, so those pieces can maybe damage the satellite. So that's why we keep the satellite in the fourth layer, which is the thermosphere. Clear, everybody? Yes. And this is around say from 90 to 500 kilometers above the earth. And the last layer is the exosphere, which is around 500 kilometers, and this merges with the outer space or the universe. Everyone clear? Good job. Let's go ahead. Now, there's another wonderful feature. Can you see these? So these are basically the sound waves. So the atmosphere enables us to hear, very good, to hear the bird sounds, to hear the cars on the road. Yes, so these sound waves need air to travel. Yes, so when you hear, when you go out in the outer space, and if you see in the movies when the spaceship goes out and you hear a banging sound, that's not possible because there is no atmosphere, there is no medium in the space. So all those are artificial sounds. You cannot hear it in the outer space. Clear, everybody? Good job. Okay. So, see, when they go out and they burst or they explode, you cannot actually hear the sound. It's all the sound that we put in. Okay. Now, can you see that? Can you see the sky outside? Is it blue in color? Like over here, the blanket provides the blue sky and everything else outside is going to be black because universe. Can you all tell me why is the sky blue in color? There is some magic behind it. Do you all want to know? Okay, let's go ahead and know. So, yes, the sky is blue in color. Not actually, but it looks blue in color. Shall we know the reason why it looks blue in color? So, we need to thank atmosphere for that as well. Okay, now we can think. Do you all want to take a minute to think? Okay, so let me explain. Now, okay, tell me, the sunlight, is it of mixed up of various colors or is it just a white light that comes from the sun? Yes? Okay, so there is only white light that comes from the sun. But when that white light enters our atmosphere, what happens? All the blue color in the light, now that white light is made up of many different colors. Have you seen the rainbow? Yes, so the white light is made up of all the colors in the rainbow. So what happens now, when the blue color enters the atmosphere, it scatters in the atmosphere and then we see the blue light, and that's why we see the sky is blue in color. Now, if we look at this, okay, now these are waves, correct? So they are called wavelengths. Now, every light has different wavelength. Now, blue light has the shortest wavelength. As a result, when a molecule touches the blue light, it scatters first. Since red, orange, yellow, green have longer wavelengths, they don't easily scatter. Okay, but when the blue light touches the molecules which are there in the atmosphere, they scatter very easily. Okay, now if they scatter very easily, we'll be able to see that color, right? That's what happens. So when the blue light in the atmosphere touches any molecule in the atmosphere, it starts scattering blue color and we see the blue sky. Yes, is everyone clear with it? Okay, good job. So now if I ask you which is the color that we see in the sky, blue. Why do we see it? Because when it touches any molecule, it scatters. Why does it scatter? Because it has the shortest wavelength. Yes, is everyone clear with that? Any questions, any doubts? Yes, no doubts? Okay, so I think we can take a pause over here. So we are done with our video. Now everybody, what we need to do, we need to attempt one more quiz. Okay, so we are going to be posting the link in the chat section and in the comment section on YouTube. Come closer to your screens and start attempting it. Yes? Okay, let's do that. So I'll just give you 2 minutes and then let's get back to the quiz. And I have another fun activity for you all. So let's quickly do that. Good job, guys. So I'll just give you all 2 minutes. Okay? Okay, so I can see most of you all have started attempting it already. That's very good. So did you all understand the concept clearly? Isn't atmosphere like it has so many things, it has so many details, and we just took atmosphere so lightly, right? And we pollute the atmosphere. Is that the right thing to do? No, right? Good job, everybody. So I think now you all will be very careful and not pollute it. Yes, good job. So don't litter your surroundings because that will affect the atmosphere, and it will have a lot of what do you say, fluctuation in the temperature. So if we take care of the surroundings will take care of the atmosphere. Yes, good job, everybody. Okay, so is everybody done with the quiz? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, a few of you are left. I'll just give you all a few seconds more and then we go ahead. Okay. Is everybody done? Was the quiz easy? Yes, good job. So let's discuss the quiz together. Okay, I'll just share my screen with you all. Can you all see it? Okay, good job. Okay, so let's change your name and let's start. Okay, I'm so sorry. I think it's not starting. Just give me a second. Okay, so in the meanwhile, can you all tell me, did you all find the quiz easy or was it difficult? Easy? Yes. Okay, very good. So did you understand properly what the atmosphere is, what it helps us with, and how are we safe from the harmful radiations in the atmosphere of the UV rays that are emitted from the sun? Did everyone understand that? Yes. Okay, very good, everybody. So let's go ahead and let's start the quiz. Okay. Okay. Let's start. Oops, what's this? Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so in the meanwhile, guys, I have another activity for y'all. Are y'all excited to be a part of that activity? Yes? Give me a thumbs up if that's a yes. And then we are going to definitely perform it so that I know you're excited about it. Okay, good job. So first let us let's do the quiz together. Shall we start? Can you see my screen? Okay, good job. Let's go. Okay, the first question is, how far does the atmosphere stretch? Remember I told you all it is 100 kilometers. Good job. Okay, the next one. Clouds are present in, can anyone tell me where the clouds are present? It's in the first layer. What is the first layer called? The troposphere. Very good, everybody. Okay, let's go ahead. In which of these layers will the incoming meteors disintegrate? Remember, M for meteors, M for mesosphere. Very good. Good job, everybody. Okay, the next question. Density of air dash as we go up in the atmosphere. Remember when we were doing the first layer troposphere, I told this is the most dense layer. So as you keep going up, the density of the air decreases. Since the bottom layer is the most dense layer, as you keep going up, it starts decreasing. Yes, good job, everybody. Okay, let's look at the next question. What do you think the temperature of the air, what do you think the temperature of the air in different layers be? So in different layers, the temperature is going to be variable or constant? Variable, right? Because up to stratosphere till the ozone layer, the harmful radiations come, and beyond that they get reflected. So the temperatures are going to be very variable. Good job, everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at the next one. Okay, next, last question. What do you think is the cause of atmosphere sticking around the earth? Remember, we've done this. Is it heat? No. Is it friction? No. Is it static electricity? No. What is it? It's there in layer 1, the troposphere. It is called gravity. Yes? Good job, everybody. Very good. Okay, so all of you all have done well. And now I have a fun activity for you all. Are you all ready for it? Yes, give me a thumbs up if you're ready for it. Yes? Okay, so before we start with the activity, I want you all to quickly go and get an A4 size sheet, a pencil, pen, sketch pen, and eraser. Yes? Once you are done with it, we can start with it. Okay? Okay, so is everybody ready with it? I can see most of you all have it with you all. So let's go ahead and start with it. Okay, so I'm going to show you all something which you all have to make. And it's really beautiful and amazing. Because you have just learned it, you all will always remember it. Okay, so on your A4 size sheet, you'll need to write your name, today's date, the grade that you all are in, and the school that you all are in. Right? These 4 things. Below that, you'll have to give a heading, layers of atmosphere. Okay, let's quickly do that and then we will move on to the drawing. Everyone's done? Okay, good job. Now you'll need to make a rectangle and you'll need to make earth at the bottom and you'll need to make the 5 layers. Okay, so you all don't have to draw the continents properly. You all can just make like a green patch type of thing, which is going to represent continents or land, and the balance is going to be blue, which is going to represent water. Okay, so maybe you all can shade the continent part, the land part a little bit. Okay, the first layer is going to be your troposphere, where you have the clouds, the planes that fly, the birds that fly. Yes. The second is the stratosphere, which has the ozone layer, which is going to reflect all the harmful ultraviolet radiations and heat back into the atmosphere. The third is the mesosphere. M for mesosphere, M for meteors. Very good. What does mesosphere do? As soon as the meteor enters, it breaks it into smaller pieces, and when they enter the atmosphere further down, they get burned in the atmosphere. So we are not hit by those meteors. Yes? Good job. Which is the 4th layer? Thermosphere. What happens in thermosphere? We have done this. Yes, all these satellites orbit around the Earth in thermosphere. Orbit means move round and round around the Earth in thermosphere. Good job. And what is about exosphere? What do we know? Yes, about exosphere. Exosphere is one which meets the outer space. Okay, so exosphere is a layer of the atmosphere which meets the outer space. That's the universe. Good job, everybody. So, oh, I can see some of you have already completed your drawings. Good job. Label it properly, okay? Good job, everybody. I can see some beautiful drawings. Okay, so you all do submit it, okay? I'm going to personally evaluate all of them. Okay, I'm going to personally check all of them. So I want all of you all to submit it. Okay, you all know where to submit it, right? Good job. So I want all of you all to submit these drawings. Yes? Okay. So take care of yourselves, and I'm going to see you all in the next class. I hope you all get your friends next time. Yes? Good job, guys. Bye. Don't forget to give your submissions. Bye.